We have finally arrived at the map of Moondance to begin game number 1. And here, spawning at the top left, we got our red Protoss. Is our, of course, NightMare.
His opponent in the blue colors is a Terran from Italy fighting for Team Rotti. It is BabyMarine. Alright, quite the uphill battle here. I imagine it is going to be for him. Then again, it is his birthday, so magic is the thing. We all know. Maybe some will happen here for him.
Yeah, and you know, this is I would say this map, as I am looking at it, well, you know, it's a pretty standard map. It looks like a lot of bases here and now. There is that, of course, that backdoor third base of sorts. However, that one is only one assimilator, so, and also less mineral patches. So it's kind of like, do you really want to go for it? Or, I mean, it's much safer, of course, because it's all the way in the back. But like, is it worth it, you think?
Yeah, you know, you may as well just pick it up. May as well. Little SCV hidden here. It's just extra minerals there, right? For the trouble. At the stage where you're at in the 2 base, you're not gonna immediately fill it up with SCVs or probes anyway. This is gonna be fun. Proxy Factory. I was wondering if he was just waiting for just going in with an unexpected scout or something, or if he was actually planning to proxy that, and he is proxying that. That is wonderful. NightMare making sure to scout the 3rd base of his opponent, but not that of his own, so there you go. But yeah, like I said, it's just nice. It's just a nice thing. I like it. I like these 3rd bases.
Well, NightMare is not gonna like it pretty soon, because there's a whole territory being claimed by our blue Terran.
He's getting the armory with it, so it will be quite a challenge. No starports, just quite yet on the map. The Adept kind of poking around. I don't think it got a Marine killed there just quite yet. No, it didn't. So that's still safe. These Widow Mines. This is a quite a brave, brazen attack. But I mean, if it hits, right, it's gonna be glorious. All right, off they go.
Here we go. They just wallow.
Is he watching? He's not watching.
Oh,
he's not watching yet. Oh, he's watching the other side of the map. He's doing micro at the front side of his opponent base. And, well, now he knows. 4 probes there in the main base. Oh, only 1. But they're hidden. It's gonna be a while before the observer is out.
I'm sure, like, every Protoss watching right now is like, I am gonna make sure there is no proxy on my, when I play ladder.
Every time I play this map, yeah, I will check that place. That is a terrifying thing to have happen, though. Suddenly just Widow Mines that quickly into your mineral fields. No need for a starport either, you know. So BabyMarine here, delaying that and still getting quite an early 3rd natural command center. It's not his 3rd. But then, I kind of felt like, you know, we were in a position where he was starting to take a 3rd, but this is actually just a natural base. It's kind of floating over right now. Did invest quite a bit of that earlier economy, you know, to make this happen. And with only 8 probes, well, I say only 8 probes, but it's kind of what it feels like to me right now, you know?
Yeah.
Almost 10 workers behind. War Prism Twilight Council is coming up. What's the production of BabyMarine? 2 barracks. Just finished up starport. That's about it. The factory's still across the map.
So he's not going to be able to produce from it, and it's actually on fire, so that means he's going to have to remake that in order to oh, actually, never mind, he already remade it in the main base. Okay, so he preemptively made that factory knowing that it's probably going to go down.
Yeah, that's a good call. Little Warp Prism harassment. More than enough bio forces there to deal with it. You think he's gonna stick around there for much longer? Well, I think it's starting to finish up.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna harass as much as possible. I mean, that's what the great thing about Warp Prism is that you can just kind of fly out. Now he's gotta be careful because there's not a lot of dead airspace behind the main base area. There is into the side at least, but yeah, you just gotta make sure not to fly kind of deep into the main base kind of air, like in the very back. I'm talking about, because I believe Marines do have the range to snipe that down, the Warp Prism.
Interesting.
Oh! Kozen is gonna. He does spot it.
Gets right on top of that. Warp Prism gets away though. That is quite a couple of, well, trouble for BabyMarine overall in the units lost tab. As NightMare back across on his side of town. 3 base right now, looking high and mighty, getting the charge upgrade. He's starting to get up to, what is that? 8 gateways? 8 gateways, indeed. Yeah. And yeah, just a nice spot overall, right? It's going to be rough for BabyMarine to really get himself back into this game right here. The Widowmine aggression, very cool, very nice, quite innovative, trying to utilize that 3rd base location right there. And yeah, just falling a little bit short in what it cost him for his own economy. At least in this game.
Now the Widowmine drop actually did catch eye of that Warp Prism army of NightMare. So, oh, actually he's gonna go for it. He's gonna stem right on top. Meanwhile, the Widowmine is gonna go ahead and commence. Still no attention to it as he's trying to micro his army, and there we have it. 13 workers going down. But on the other side, it's gonna be a charge lot warping here into the main base. So both of these players just harassing one another. However, it seems like for now, BabyMarine is going to have the better end of that trade as he was able to get 13 probes.
There's still another Brodos army on the other side here, and I thought that it would just start running in. Hasn't really done that. It is open on that side of the field. Now, of course, it won't be anymore with the Terran re-rotating to this area. He's going to be able to defend against this quite easily now. The Warp Prism's going back in around now.
Oh, he's got to be careful of that Widowmine.
Oh, wonderful. That's really solid. That is so important getting that.
Yeah, that was some great Widowmine placement there by BabyMarine. And that halts any harassment coming from the Protoss.
It does, but NightMare, he is still on this full base economy, right? And BabyMarine only just recently starting up production on his 3rd, which is still in his main base as well. So, although the overall worker count is looking pretty alright for him, it's still not really good on the income tab, just because he is on the 2 base versus the full base, right? He's oversaturated on both bases, I'm imagining. So still a little bit of a pickle here for him. He's gonna have to figure out a way to make something happen, and he does have an army or something out on the field as well. There we go. As he is dealing with the Protoss army that is standing in front of his own base. He'll manage to get a couple of boys here. Deals with the Zealots fairly well, as those Marauders in front tank most of the damage. Yeah, kind of breaks himself out of there.
looks like NightMare is going to go ahead and try to chase this double medevac down. Quite annoying for him to deal with.
Yeah, he still has a little warp in here for a stalker, or well, 4. Might get a little bit stuck with those medevacts, but overall, you know, they're still there, and they're keeping a lot of that Protoss army preoccupied, it looks like. If you're looking at what's going on, like, this is... that is an instant tap out right there. Oof, that's rough. What's happening here? The B stream is down as well, apparently. People did tell us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Biomorph just said his
seconds.
internet died, so...
His internet died, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
But he said he's back.
He's back? Alright.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you see, I'm sure Biomorph has that under control. He's a bloody professional, don't you know? He'll get that sorted. No sweat for him. A bit premature for the GG. There's Jackjus in the chat. I don't know. He was in a rough position. He really needed that third base. And just the Protoss being on full base is as rough. Then losing your army, or half your army like that. The rest of the army is stranded across the map. It's the downside of trying to go for this very aggressive medevac play. It's a Hail Mary strategy, right? Because if it works out, it is fantastic. But if it doesn't, and it is a bit of a gamble, then you can just die. You can just straight up die quite quickly.
Yeah, and it was just a bit unfortunate for him because despite NightMare not scouting that, it was pretty much a unlucky kind of pathway for BabyMarine. As actually, let me go ahead and just update the scoreboard. Currently 1-0 for NightMare. Here we go. But as I was mentioning, you know, BabyMarine took a chance, and despite NightMare not able to scout it, you know, he's just walking across just to get ready for attack, and 3 medevacs just happened to cross his path. So. And, you know, BabyMarine, he was already down by a lot of supply at that point. So that was something that he was not going to be able to recover from easily. So I think it was warranted in terms of the GG.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Second game. Hopefully BabyMarine will find something to work with in this one. No third base to hide something in quite as neatly as the previous map.
Yeah.
But, you know, him going for a strategy like that on map 1 does make me kind of feel like perhaps he does still kind of see himself as the underdog here, right? Which, you know, it makes sense. Kind of makes sense. Seeing the illegal lag ranking and all of that stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when you're kind of the lower seed, you just want to pull out some sort of cheese to, first of all, keep your opponent, you know, kind of guessing, kind of scared. And then, you know, take a chance where it doesn't rely on overall skill, but catching your opponent off guard and by surprise. And, you know, picking up a easy win that way. But you know what? I do, despite him losing, I do love that BabyMarine attempted that cheese on that specific map just because of that backdoor base there.
On that backdoor base, yeah, I agree, man. That was a clever little place to put it. Recently been seeing some Nidus play from Rogue in that place as well. With very quick swarm host. Which is quite funny.
Yeah. Oh man, could you imagine in a PvT where the Protoss proxy Stargate Void Ray on that area?
Oh,
and just throw down a bunch of shield batteries. Oh man.
Yeah, that would be brutal. Well, we know that is brutal actually. No matter where it comes from.
Yeah.
BabyMarine not keeping that SCV hidden this time around. He has sent it across into the Protoss base. Just having a little look-see, having a scout. And once again, we see Widow Mines on the menu.
Yep, more Widow Mine plays coming out of BabyMarine. On the other side, though, we do see Twilight Blink upgrade. So pretty normal for NightMare. Now, how many gateways is he going to stick with? It seems like for now, only one. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, there we go.
You know, one gate is a bit peculiar, actually. That is quite brave. That is a statement, if anything. There they are. There's the rest of them.
Yeah, it seems like he was focused on microwave depth there. Did get 2 SCVs overall.
Not too bad. Not too bad. You know, getting the scout as well, being able to kind of see what the production facilities are for the Terran is quite valuable. Gonna let you know where and how many shield batteries do I need in the upcoming few minutes, at least. And a Liberator as well, also quite the arsenal of harassment being thrown at NightMare here. Off it goes, around the corner. Oh, that is unfortunate, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, he's coming back. Did he see? Did he see? He's got a lot of stocks. He must have seen. Blink is ready as well.
Oh, maybe he did not.
And,
oh, wow.
Oh, NightMare.
Oh, no, the
NightMare.
Oh.
NightMare. That was the scenario. That's 9 probes. That is solid damage right there. Looking at the work account, very good right now. The army supply is a little bit of a gap. I don't think it's big enough for BabyMarine to really make a play here with the amount of Marines and the one tank that he has. Because he has no upgrades. He doesn't have combat shield, he doesn't have stim pack. Maybe if those were available to him right now, he might be able to make something happen, but now it just feels like it's, well, a sacrifice to the Protoss gods. Oof. So the Protoss player here quite quickly gaining some payback.
Yeah, he's kind of evening up the damage that he suffered earlier on. And while the worker count is still a little bit too close for comfort, I think at the very least he should feel pretty at ease knowing that he was able to pick off that push with relatively little losses. And now he can, if he wanted to, I think he can even go for a 4th base. Although he probably wants to saturate that 3rd first.
Yeah, that is really the problem now. BabyMarine is going to have quite a bit of time necessary before he will be able to set up a force once again that could actually threaten the Protoss on the other side of the field here. I'm imagining with his playstyle he might go for another couple of those drops again. Right, just try and gambit it in that way. We'll have to wait and see. If it works out, fantastic, of course. But I don't know. What do you think he'll try to do here? What would you like him to see and try to do?
You mean BabyMarine? Or
yeah.
Well, right now I think you know he is behind in the economy, but he does have a army advantage right now. I think he can go for a +1 timing, maybe pull off the SV boys if he wants to go all crazy on it. But you know, I think if he can, because like right now, like our NightMare is playing mainly gateway style, and so that does well with you know, things like harassment. So things like this drop, I don't think it's going to work out as well. But if he goes for like one big push with some nice siege tank positioning, then maybe BabyMarine can actually turn this game around and kind of put NightMare in the actually hold that thought. There is a warp in into the main base will go ahead and do some type of damage, but I think he's mainly trying to get the opening at the front. Wow.
Wouldn't mind killing a siege tank.
Yeah.
21 SCVs going down there. Oh, man. Yeah, that's going to be it. BabyMarine taps out once again. Can't quite make it work here against a veteran Korean Protoss player.